Everybody, yes, I love so much, and I believe that for really here, everybody is doing okay. So as always, you know that every single week I usually give you one video, and then the last time I gave you the good, marvelous video, and yes, we're going to progress because you know that the last time we talked about a few words, but today we're going to boost on others because we've got to tell you words which are really motivational. And I know that somebody who used to follow me every single day, if you don't give up, I don't know that for really. You are going to go forward and everything will be okay. And then you will thank me later. I don't tell you to thank me now, but I know that you will thank me later. So now today, we're going to talk about the last time we talked about two journaling prompts to boost your goal game, and now today we are going to talk about others. Down today we are going to talk about 5 questions to ask yourself to boost your game, because you know that everybody here has some games that he's willing to win. Once I'm talking about games, and these games that we usually play in the telephone, but here we're talking about game of life. Okay, we are talking about what usually happen us in life. So now today we're going to talk about 5 journaling questions to ask yourself to boost your game. So now for here we go with the first one. You've got to ask yourself these 5 questions. The first one: what's holding me back? You've got to know something which is holding you back. Okay, identify obstacles and plan to crush them. Just you've got to know, for example, once you're willing to open a new business, you've got to know those things which are holding you back, those things which are pushing you back, those obstacles which are stopping you from going forward. Maybe it can be bad friends, you've got to cut them in your life. Maybe it can be the miss of money, maybe it can be the family, and all those things. You've got to make sure that for really you are knowing them, because once you know a problem, now you've got to search the solution of the problem. Now you've got to know all obstacles which are pushing you back. After knowing them, I know that you can crush them very easily. That's something which is so good, because once you know something, now you can tell that thing let you go back, because you know that it can really help so much once you know where the problem is. It can help you. So now here we can go with the second one. You've got to know my ideal life in 5 years. Just you've got to make sure that you are visualizing and a plan backwards. Okay, so now those things, your deal in 5 years, where you are looking at yourself in 5 years, what you are in 5 years. For example, today we are in 2026, so now you've got to know in 2031 where you will be. Now you've got to plan that, because once you plan it, you say no, just I'm doing this and this. I know that in 5 years I've got to get this and this. Now that can allow you to open those things which are going to let you make sure that you are working on yourself every single day. Now you say no, tomorrow I've got to get this and this, and then you plan a big deal where you will be in 5 years. And then once you are working on that, and you don't, something which is more powerful, you don't have to give up. Once you've planned something which is so cool, you don't have to give up. So now once you have the idea, I know that for real you can go forward. So now the third one, you've got to know what you do. What could I do if I had no fear? Now you've got to do things without fear. Get bold and dream big. You've got to dream big, and then once you have a vision, you can say, no, today I'm a motivational speaker on social media, and then in 5 years I will be this and this, and then you don't have to get fear of that. Okay, you don't have to get fear of that, because you know that we live in the world of possibilities. Then everything is possible only once you are working on yourself. I know that for really everything it can be possible. You don't have to get fear. You don't have to be afraid of anything, because I know that for really you can go forward. And then the other one, you've got to be grateful and to anything, and you've got to focus on wins and build momentum. You've got to be grateful. Just once you have realized something, once you for example, and some weeks past, you had the idea, and then you reached on your game. You've got to make sure that you are grateful for that. And then after being grateful, you thank God to anything, because you know that God is the first one. After thanking God for anything, and then there you can go forward without any issue, because once you are celebrating your game, once you are celebrating your small wins, now there you can get even the courage of doing more different things, and then that can help you so much. So now you've got to know, the fifth one is the last one. One thing I'll do today, you've got to know one thing you will do today. Take action, start small. Yes, we've got to start small. Once we are talking about think big, now you've got to do those small actions. After doing those small actions, then those ones can allow you doing other big actions. But if you couldn't do anything, let me tell you that if you couldn't do those small actions, even those biggest ones, you can be able to do them. So now every single day you've got to do one thing that you have to make sure that you are doing. If he's reading different books, if he's doing this and this, now you make sure that you are doing them, and then everything can be okay. Thank you so much. The name is Jimmy. I love so much.